let's talk about this setup. Now, this is not the most glorious visual YouTube setup. In fact, I'd spent very, very little time setting it up. And I want to talk about how I went about it and my approach to it to keep it very minimalist, keep it simple. And I know that some of you guys are really into this, so this is the kind of video I want to watch. So really, really simple. It's 10:23 at night. I have some random lights on. This is just kind of the state of the house. Sometimes I film with my phone, most of the time, when I just have the idea that it's kind of a major part of this channel. But if I have the time, I'll use the Casey Neistat approach, which is use the best camera that you have available at the time you have it. So that's what I'm doing. It takes a couple minutes more. It's fine. And I'll show you, I'm just on my trolley here. So this is just my minimalist setup with the Peter McKinnon packing cubes that go in the Peter McKinnon day pack there. And I just set it up on here with a PGY Tech tripod. And you'll notice this is my key light. It's just a curtain lit by my Aperture 120D, which I've had for a while. Doesn't matter what kind of light, just it's got to be strong enough. And I have it on wheels, so I just kind of jam that in the corner of the room, and I just throw a robe on it to hide it when I'm not using it. And I just shot it into this as a big light. That's why the lighting looks so nice. When we face it on me, see, it's really soft. It looks good because it's just this big key light. And that whole idea of bouncing a huge light off the wall is something I preach all the time. You can use a flashlight if you want, and I have. And it totally works. You can use a ceiling, but the color of these curtains is kind of like whitish, like unbleached muslin type of thing. So I'm like, oh, this will work. And I've used this many times in this particular room. And look, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm looking pretty decent. My skin looks good. And I just locked that white balance to make it like a good skin tone. I'm not color grading. I'm just kind of, I just set it up so it's right. There's a lot of play that I've done over the years. Like, oh, what happens when I change the white balance? What if I shot a red light on me and white balance to a red light? What does that look like? What a blue light, like I played with it. But my formula here is like, just kind of set it up and get it right. You don't need to set up the tripod. I'm like, okay, I'll just use it on this. I'll use this microphone. I'm shooting omnidirectional. And I just take my light and bounce it off the curtain, get the white balance set in manually so that my skin looks good. It's kind of it. And that seems really simple until you start trying to do it. But once you kind of learn and you kind of play around, then it is simple. It's the simplest way, and also makes better results. And this is like what high-end cinematographer would do. He would bounce light, lock the white balance, get the microphone so that he can spin the camera around and it still picks it up. All of these things make sense on an advanced level because it's doing the basics right. So I just wanted to kind of talk about this. This is what I would want to see. I love seeing how somebody makes that look. How do they do that? Can I get it just like them? Well, yeah, you definitely can. You take a light and you bounce it off a wall. So that wall becomes the light. See? That's it. It's really smart. You don't need a giant, expensive soft box. That's basically doing the same thing. It's turning it into a V-flat kind of thing. It's just diffusing it. Really, that's it. This is the setup. It's super awesome. Really smart. And this works really good with like product photography. So if I were to like take I'll take a remote on the ground. and I'll do something like this. And that would be like a product shot, right? Or, you know, because the lighting is so good, right? I'm just using, and just there, I just used clear image zoom because I don't have a zoom lens. And it's fine. You have to think it's fine as long as it's set up right. So that's it. Peace.